guys, how's it going? This is Chris Chen here. This is going to be Project Relaxed week 1. So why Project Relaxed? Originally it was going to be called Project Happiness. However, I had this experience this week that made me realize what happiness is. Basically, I've been reading a lot of spiritual work by Eckart Tolle, and he says that happiness and unhappiness are actually the same thing. As the Buddhist from a long time, we all know that attachment leads to suffering. And from my experience this week, I was finally able to understand and experience what these guys are saying. So happiness and unhappiness are actually one and the same. If you have a source of happiness and you threaten to take it away, then you'll beget fear, anger, rage, and jealousy. For example, you'll notice that in any romantic relationship, there will be happiness and unhappiness. The polarities are mutually independent. You cannot have one without the other. The positive already contains within itself the as yet unmanifested negative. Both are in fact different aspects of the same dysfunction. So this week, I was actually going through a really hard breakup, and this week was actually really hard for me. It was just so much suffering and so much pain. And this is kind of normal. People say relationships, they're hard. But I think the problem for me was that I looked to the relationship as a source of my happiness. When I'm with this girl, I feel so happy, I feel so joyous, I feel fulfilled. And anytime that this source of happiness is threatened to be taken away from me, I feel much sadness and much anger and much fear. This source of happiness that you have, if it's external, if you're to take it away, you will experience much suffering. Now, I'm not saying that you can't go do things that make you happy. You can go for relationships, and you can eat nice food, go on vacations. But what I'm saying is that if your source of happiness is derived from these external sources, because you're chasing it from the outside, it's external instead of finding happiness within yourself. If it comes from inside, then you will always have inner peace, I would assume. I don't know. How do you find happiness within yourself? It starts by doing things such as gratitude, being content with what you have, appreciating everything around you. And I'm not sure how to find, inner happiness. If I did, I'd be freaking enlightened, right? But that's why this project is called Project Relaxed versus Project Happiness. I was going to call it Project Inner Peace or Project Peace, but I think that might be a little bit too spiritual and, up there. So I might just start being Project Relaxed, because I'm usually a pretty uptight person, and I feel like if I start to relax and do things that I enjoy and be less, uptight, I could probably start to have a little bit inner peace from, moments of relaxation. I think another benefit of being relaxed is that it'll increase performance. Or even if you're a fighter like Bruce Lee, something that requires so much strength, you also have to be very relaxed. When you're playing piano or you're playing basketball or shooting a free throw, everyone knows you gotta be kind of relaxed at the same time. That's when you play your best. If you worry too much, you tighten up and you mess up. So being relaxed not only makes you happy and content, it also has a lot of benefits in terms of increasing your performance. So some things I'm going to do this week are do things that relax me. I'm not really sure what those are, but I'll try to find out. My friend Bridget also suggested to me to do things that are not work related. Everything I do, I seem to attach a meaning and a purpose and a goal behind it. And I'm going to try to do things for fun. The third thing I want to do, I got from my friend Tria Chang, and it is to develop a relationship with yourself. So far, I feel like the relationship with myself is I'm really strict, I'm really, kind of mean and an asshole to myself. And whenever I meet someone who I sense has a personality like mine, I don't really like them. I feel like the relationship with myself, I'm very arrogant, I'm kind of condescending, a bit of an asshole. Yes, I can get things done and I'm pretty goal-oriented and I'm accomplished. But I don't feel like I'm the kind of person I would want as a friend to myself. So something I want to work on is the relationship between myself and how I feel about me. Again, I'm not really sure what that means, totally out of my comfort zone. But, that's something I want to do, push my comfort zones and relax. Thank you so much for watching this video. How do you feel about the topics of happiness and unhappiness? How do you feel about attachment versus suffering? What do you do that relaxes you? Are you hard on yourself? Let me know in the comments below. Whatever. See ya later.